All right, what we have here is a box full of Super Nintendo. Let's see here. This knife is actually getting a little bit dangerous because it's getting a little dull. And a dull knife is actually more dangerous than a fully sharpened knife, because with a dull knife, what you do is you press on it too hard, and eventually, the force gets to be too much and it slips, and inevitably it slips in some wrong direction and cuts something that shouldn't be cut. So I really need to replace that blade. But in the meantime, let's check out what we got on the inside here. Oh, wow. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, let's see here. Oh, alright, well, I can't. Wow. I'm weak. I'm not strong enough to rip tape, but I can rip bubble wrap, so let's go with that approach. You know what? That wasn't all that useful. Let's see here. Let's try method number 2. Extraction of the inner box. Wow. Alright, so what we just witnessed was an outer box containing an inner box. This is known as double boxing, and it is by far the best and honestly the only method you should employ, or anyone should really employ, selling on eBay, selling anything really. I wish modern retailers would catch on to this crazy idea, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, so double boxing, that's the sure way of getting your product to your buyer without shipping damage. And that is much appreciated. And it was like taped here professionally. Wow. Of course, the last bit here, packing is great, but is the product actually as it was described and everything like that? Right? So let's check it out. Blade, very minimal here, right there, right? That's the minimum, I guess. I definitely don't want to cut what's inside. Definitely not. Alright, so a good method to avoid that is to cut the sides of the tape and then to kind of like lift up the lid a little bit, and then cut with a cinch thing. Cut with wow. Huh. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Somebody had tape on there. That's too bad. I don't think tape was supposed to be on there originally, but I guess we can cope. So what we're dealing with here is an upside down, sadly, but we have a method for it. So an upside down Super Nintendo. All right, so at this point, this is a gloves on moment. Regardless of the existing condition of any collectible console, I really like to use gloves because that helps prevent fingerprints. And that seems to be kind of a no-brainer. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is I'm using a kind of a full palm grip to, making love to this console box, to kind of, to knock over the monopod here. But no, like I held it like this so that it doesn't like plop out of there. And then that's what we have. So what we have is we have the Super Nintendo for some fucking ungod. I really have to add. What the fuck? Who the fuck adds tape? I mean, like, why would you ever add tape? Anyway, this is obviously. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the pictures. It was all open. But anyway, so I really have to add that to my messages, I guess, that, like, do not tape the goddamn console box. Don't add any goddamn tape to it. So I don't know if that's how it was given to the shop or what. But anyway, we got fucking tape. Jesus fucking Christ, people. If it's not one thing, then it's the other. Are you goddamn fucking serious? Jesus. Fuck. Who the fuck thinks of all this stupid ass shit to, like, do? Just leave it alone. Anyway, so the packaging was, like, mega awesome, but there's tape on the console. I'm gonna have to double check. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the listing, and I'm pretty sure it's the same tape that's in the outer box. Why would you fucking do this? Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with people? Sometimes I really wonder. I really do wonder. Like, is that, like, I have a lot of questions about humanity. Oh. The fuck? So I'm going to cut it on this side here really carefully, and there's a chance I might be able to actually remove it kind of carefully without destroying any of the box. But Jesus fucking Christ. What not to do? Never put tape on a collectible console box. I have to really add that. Like, it seems like a no-brainer, but I really have to add that to the message that I send to freaking sellers. You know, sometimes I mention it, but it's not like part of my standard copy-paste thing. And it's like, I guess it has to be in there. Jesus. I wonder if I hadn't sent the instructions for how to package, if they would just, like, slap a freaking label on this and send it. You know, hello. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm actually adding a step to my process here known as the butter knife step. So I'm using this butter knife. I do hope it's actually new inside, like it was freaking described, because that is really what matters to me. But Jesus Christ, adding tape to a collectible box. Never do that. It is looking good so far. So the tape removal process can happen by using a hair blower. That's kind of my method. Sometimes I use the hot mouth method, where it's like I breathe on it and it sort of warms it up, but it's too dangerous for something like this. And I actually just recently, because I don't really use a hair dryer, hair blower, whatever it's called, I gave mine away to my mama, because she does need it for her beautiful hair. And I have a heat gun for, like, household whatever usage, but a heat gun would destroy things. Probably set this box on fire. On fire. Anyway, I will be able to remove that tape once I acquire another one. So there's going to be an added cost to this purchase. The cost of purchasing a blow dryer. All right, well, you know what? Apart from the fact that, gosh, well, I'm just trying to calm down. So, what's going on here? First of all, we have ourselves a very beautiful, brand new, kind of open box and taped box hair sample. Yeah, that actually happens a lot. Super Nintendo. I've never really owned the North American Super Nintendo, and honestly, they're so ugly compared to like the Japanese version, the original, Super Famicom or whatever, that I never really wanted one. But this one kind of came up at the right price, and I want it. And some good things happened, like it was packed really well. Some bad things happened, like it was put into the shipping box upside down, and the tape was added to the console box. But let's see here. Now I do own one. I do plan on hooking it up and using it. So let's see. Super Mario World. Holy shnikes. Look at this. Yeah, it's not a boxed version or anything like this, but this is... Oh my god. Oh, this is basically mint. I mean, there's like a tiny something on it. It's irrelevant, but this is basically mint. It's got that new console smell, and yeah, everything's kind of minty about this. Oh, two controllers. For some reason, I thought it just came with one, but there are two. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. A friend of mine had one of these, and we played at his place and whatnot. So like I was always a Sega guy, so I have, like, whenever I hold the 6-button Sega controller, I get that feeling, the butterflies, the retro butterflies, nostalgic butterflies in my stomach. This one, I just held it and it gave me some butterflies, of a different type. Just brought up some different memories, good ones, good times. So anyway, now I'm trying to figure out how to intelligently extract this from the box that it's in from this pristine, like really beautiful white color. And without like stretching out the box or stretching out the... You know what? I'm kind of stuck. I obviously can't like flip it. Like flip it out. Maybe I could. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just like flip it out of there. There's really not a super good method. Maybe it was designed for like baby hands or something. All right, so let's actually check out the console itself. It's not shiny plastic. So the fact that it was shipped upside down, which don't do that, you know what I mean? Like mark top, bottom, whatever. You don't want to ship things upside down, because they're gonna plop out of the nice little shape that they're designed to be inside of, and maybe get scuffed up and whatnot. Anyway, there it is. Oh, what's interesting? There's like a little bit of some kind of a little plastic thing on here. By plastic thing, I mean artifact or scratch or something. Yeah, it just looks like it doesn't look like a scratch, and yeah, it's just an artifact. It's too straight. Like this one here is definitely the same kind of a thing. Is it visible even? Yeah, but it's curved, so it's like, oh yeah, it's a plastics artifact. This one here is the same thing, but it's straight, so it kind of looks like a scratch, but it really isn't. So, are we ready for this? I am. Oh. Wow. Whoa. That's a whole different smell than a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. Absolutely different. Different plastic, different everything. This smells actually, wow, I gotta tell you. This has got more of a refined smell to it, like a high-class plastic. I'm not sure how else to describe it, but oh, so good. Probably the best. The best. You know, I get the best nostalgia from sniffing fresh Segas. But this is a really, really refined plastic smell. It doesn't have that sort of a kind of a carcinogenic scent to it that the black plastic of Sega does, which, you know, doesn't bother me. I still love it. But this is just very, very, very refined. I love it. I love it. Slightly different smell than the cartridge itself, but the cartridge also has... Yeah, it's airing out right now, which is kind of sad. I gotta let it sit in there for a while longer. You know, it sits in there, the smell will accumulate again, and I'll be able to sniff some fresh retro console smell again out of that cartridge. But this is really, really, really special. In so many ways. First of all, it's pristine. Okay, let's forget the tape on the console for a while, console box. But everything else is just pristine, brand new. It's untouched. It's like it was, you know. Well, I touched it and smelled it. So virgin. What a beauty. Anyway, yeah, this is very, very special. Very special. And look at this, Super Mario World. Oh my god. Yeah, I did play that game, but never on Super Nintendo. This is going to be such a delight to play. You know, I'm going to save this experience for a special day. A special day. Maybe some kind of a Nintendo, like a Nintendo related birthday. You know what I mean? We'll see what day that will be. But this is not going to be like hooked up to some freaking, you know, LCD TV or something. This is going to be done right. It's going to be treated right. It's got a CRT that it will be connected to. I believe I already have the cable for it. It's got the multi AV out. So I already have the RGB cable for it and everything like that. This is kind of bugging me a little bit here. You know, the bag didn't quite go back the way it was supposed to. So either this was inspected and somebody repacked it a lot better than I could, or it was just pure virgin console. It was just a delightful smell. I think it was just great. Terrific. Terrific. Office Space is free right now on YouTube, so Lumberg. Oh, it's just terrific. Terrific. Except for this tape. Jesus, it made me really, really like what? Why? What? Why? Who would ever think this is a good idea? Jesus Christ. Probably the same kind of people that think stickers are a good idea on things or cars or something. You know, it was the box itself, you know, the console box itself was far from pristine. It already had, you know, somebody's probably not very wise decision right here to like rip off a price sticker or something like that. If it's got a price sticker on it, always leave it on. Just always leave it on. Just it you know, nobody cares that you bought it from like 1999 on some sale in the late 90s when nobody wanted these anymore because everybody was into PlayStation. Who cares? It's part of memorabilia, you know what I mean? It's part of the whole retro experience. Never try to take off old stickers, price stickers and whatnot. This is kind of interesting here. Oh yeah, look at the purchase date on this bad boy. Look at it. What's it say? Is that a 12 or a 10? I think it's 12/21/93. right? Am I reading that correctly? So December 21st, 93. This was someone's Christmas present, I'm guessing. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, let's see what all the games were available there at that time. We've got we've got the F-Zero, right? We've got the Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Super Mario Kart, right there. There's the Zelda. And we've got what? Battle Clash, never heard of that. Pilot Wings, never heard of that. SimCity, have heard of that. NCAA basketball, never heard of that. Super Soccer, never heard of that. Super Play Action Football, never heard of that. Super Tennis, never heard of that. Basically, there were 3 to 4 good games for the system that are advertised on here. Nintendo Power Magazine ad. Anyway, this is just amazing. And it would have been even better without the tape on the console box. Holy Maloney, absolutely unbelievable. Like, it was really a bad idea, like, and terrible. It wouldn't go anywhere being like awesomely boxed in that box right there. The only thing that could have made it better, two things that could have made it better. Obviously, no tape on the freaking console box ever. And maybe just a wrapping and plastic, cling wrap or a layer of bubble wrap, and then placed into the box. But the double boxing was superb, just totally awesome, and the contents of this are totally awesome as well. I am like beyond happy with this acquisition. It's truly amazing. And I am actually going to play it. So, you know, the whole tape on the console is less of an issue in the sense that this will become a used console box. But, wow, what a delight. And that smell. I wish there was smelly vision so that you guys could share, could partake with me. But there's probably good reasons for that not to exist also. Well, anyway, so there we have it. Super NES Super Set, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, includes Super Mario World game, the system of choice for the serious game player. Yeah, you don't want to joke around or have fun while you're playing. You gotta be really serious. So, Super NES Control Deck, Super Mario World game pack, and 2 high-tech controllers. There they are. Wow, I just cannot wait for the right date and time to play this. And there were actually apparently more games. What was this one? Oh no, this is just a ad, just another